But you stopped the video. That was just a call coming in.
No, I saw it stopped as soon as the call came. All right.
You can say, then the animals will have a good quality of life, and there will be no food waste. There will be no.
Do we have to mention that there's sentient beings in here somewhere?
No, that's the last argument. That's the last
The
argument.
good quality of life is tied to the sentient beings.
That's the third one.
Yeah, that's the last argument.
That's the third argument.
Okay, Sage said we could still talk about them having a good quality of life in this one, even though right now we're not talking about sentient beings. Do you agree with that, Blake?
Wait, hold on. Let me just type out the argument. So what'd you say, Sage? Then the animals would have
A good quality of life, and there won't be, we will only be killing as many animals as will be eaten. So there would be no waste.
Food waste.
So no, this is saying it's morally permissible to raise animals to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if this matches up. So it is morally permissible to raise animals to kill them for food. If we're raising a small amount of animals for a small village, then the animals would have a good quality of life and there wouldn't be food waste. Therefore, it is morally permissible to raise animals to kill them. All right, so for the first premise, if we're raising a small amount of animals for a small amount of village, that leads into the second premise. Then the animals would have a good quality of life and there won't be food waste. Now, to check if this premise is true, I guess this kind of brings up the idea of question begging. So like, what are we like when now he will tell us, what do you mean by good quality of life? Like, what does that mean?
A good quality of life means like they're free range, so they, will have large fields to roam around instead of being in coops or in cages.
Right.
They'll be fed quality food.
However, you're still raising them just to kill them. So, is that like I said, these are sentient beings. So is that really still morally permissible? Because okay, they do have a good life while they're alive. However, they're having a good life just to die. They're still cutting their life short.
Well, I could argue that they could also have good lives in the wild and be murdered savagely by some predator and eaten, or they could live healthy, long lives and be killed quickly and humanely to still be eaten.
Well, while that is true, we're saying, is it morally permissible for us to do this? So, is it morally permissible for us to kill them? So, is it morally permissible for us to kill them, or is it morally permissible for us to raise them just to kill them? These are sentient when we don't have to. I don't know. I feel like that premise might be false. I don't know if this argument would be sound.
But also, like when you get down to it with this argument, it's the matter people. It's a matter of opinion. Like
People are